And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. On a night where the question would be how the Rangers would defend, the Ranger defense took offense, as in 8 points from defensemen. All 6 defensemen with a point for only the 10th time in franchise history. All part of a 6-1 win over the Philadelphia Flyers on Garden Ice. Rangers keep on rolling. Hi, everyone, inside our Delta MSG studios from the Garden. Alongside Steve Valiquette, I'm John Giannone. A couple Rangers defensemen got on the scoreboard as well. Braden Schneider did as for the Rangers. It was the first goal of the night and an important one because the Rangers fell behind, let's not forget, only 75 seconds into the game. We're going to take that goal. We're also going to take the Adam Edstrom goal. We're going to head inside the film room powered by CDW. Steve is going to show us how the Rangers rallied from that early goal against.
Well, John, we were sitting here a week ago with the Rangers defensemen only contributing 82 points, and that was tied for 20th in the NHL. And now they're looking to try and get to that magical number of 175. You get there, you're going to make the playoffs, and that's where they're trending. And I think the forecheck here, after moving the puck 3 zones, helps the effort of the team. And that's what this game was all about. It was about together, everybody achieving a little bit more. Everybody was together and they were tight and they were supporting one another. You can see here the Flyers are trying to poach offense. 3 Flyers up on the high ice looking to go the other way. Schneider recognizes it, and that's why he's got 30 or 40 feet of open ice to skate into, come downhill. He was looking to shoot it, but there was a passing option there with Smith and Heel net front, but the intentions on the play were certainly to get an early shot. Now, this one to me, this is really controlling the offensive zone. When Panarin gets the puck in here, it is an attempt at the net that he quickly recovers. He's making a play to Trocheck, and what I see here again is everybody trying to be the next guy on the puck. Everybody is hounding the puck very quick to be able to recover, and Panarin here, he isolates too. Now, anytime a very strong offensive player with mindedness for offense is looking to attract 2 to open up a 2-on-1 in zone. And that's exactly what happens here. Borgen and Miller have an isolated 2-on-1 in the high ice, and Trocheck is doing his job being net front, and another Ranger just to the right of the goaltender. So you've got all this help here just in case Lafreniere is there. Miller's shot gets through. But what you're seeing here now is they're playing as a team. I'm relieved because they're playing as a team again. There was back checking, there was blocked shots, there were players playing their roles in zone. You see somebody screening, somebody off to the side. Everybody is fitting their spots, John, and this looks like a completely different team.
So the Schneider goal made it 1-1. The Miller goal early in the second made it 3-1. Adam Fox added an empty netter to make it 5-1. All part of a night for 3 goals, 8 points for Rangers defensemen. Keandre Miller also had an assist on the night. Let's begin our post-game reaction. Bill Pito in the Rangers dressing room with number 79, Keandre Miller.
I think everybody in this room knew what we were capable of and how good of a team we are. I think it was just a matter of believing, honestly. I think these last couple of games we've shown a lot of good things and how good of a team we can be when we're on. It's been pretty fun the last couple of weeks.
What's your reaction to having 8 points recorded by you and your colleagues on the back end tonight?
It was awesome. We had a really good game tonight. I don't think we gave up all that much, and I think we were creating a number of chances. I think a couple more could have gone in, honestly.
So you give up the first goal 125 in, and then you guys don't allow a goal the rest of the way. How were you able to shut them down so effectively?
I think just not overcomplicating things. I think we know that defense has been working for us, and it's kind of been our strong suit the last couple of games. I think just playing good defense leads to good offense.
The defense has improved because of a difference in scheme or in terms of you guys playing a different style, or what's been the biggest reason behind the defensive improvement?
I don't think I could put really any specific thing, I guess, that's changed. I think everybody, once we got back from break, everybody kind of looked in the mirror, realized that they could bring a little bit more, and I think that's kind of the results we're getting the last couple of games is guys bringing that extra 5% effort, and it's been paying off for us.
You guys on the back end combined for 8 points. Amazing contribution offensively. How do you guys do it?
I think we did a good job at just managing their offense and defending the rush in our zone, and then I thought we when we got to the O-zone, our forwards were moving, they were getting to the net, and they were getting us the puck, and it allowed us to move and get shots through with them there. And good things happen when you do that. So to get some production from us in the back end is big, and that's how we want to play. We want to play in the offensive zone with 5 guys, and we were creating a lot of movement and creating a lot of chances. So to come out with get rewarded with it is awesome.
Why have you guys been so improved defensively here over this run of 7-0-3?
I think it's been kind of a whole team effort. I think our forwards have done a great job at coming back and tracking and turning pucks over, which allows us to have a good gap. And then I think we've done a good job at just keeping it simple on our own end and getting lines and making sure that we're doing a good job tying up sticks and just keep getting lines. And I think we did a good job in their end where we had a lot of zone possession, and I think the best defense is playing in their end also.
One of the concerns coming in was not getting beat on their rush. They were able to beat you very early into the game, and then you blanked them for the final 58-35. How did you prevent a repeat of what happened on the first goal?
I think just making sure that we were aware of what was behind us. Every time they got the puck, they were looking to go and sprint. They're a fast, skilled team, and I thought everyone did a good job at just keeping them in front of them and keeping them to the outside. And when you do that, good things tend to happen. And we were turning pucks over. We were making sure that they weren't getting those grade A looks like they had on that first one. And yeah, I think it's just a full 5 guys on the ice effort that stops that.
Thank you, Braden.
Thank you.
Interesting to watch defensemen get interviewed on nights where they contributed so much offense, because you really could do both storylines. 8 points for the defense, but also they only allowed 1 goal to the Flyers. The whole idea when things were going so poorly for the Rangers was reestablish what you are as a team. Then after that, make it consistent. Have you seen the second part start to come into play?
Yes, John, because with that consistency, you get trust. You buy into trust. And look, I think half of the hockey game right now, with the stakes being elevated, it's about controlling momentum. And right now, that's what the Rangers are doing, but they're doing it together. It's not one guy that can just drive play. That's not the way this sport is played. It takes all 5 out there. And right now, what we're seeing is a young defenseman saying, I'm comfortable diving in because I know somebody's going to fill in for me. And that's not what we saw. There was complete disconnect over the 19 games where the Rangers went 4-15, and now you're seeing the Rangers that you remember from last season.
Igor Shesterkin came into tonight's game 2.5 minutes away from the longest shutout streak of his career. He lost that in 1.5 minutes, and then he established a new one with more than 58 minutes of shutout hockey. Let's hear from Igor Shesterkin. Oh, stand by 1 second. In terms of Shesterkin, rather than hearing from him, I want to hear from you on Shesterkin. He never gets rattled when he gives up, unlike I am right now, when he gives up a goal early in a game. It just isn't happening. And, you know, the question from Bill to a lot of the defensemen was, what did you guys do to stop Philadelphia from doing anything else over that last 58? What did you see?
You know, it's like every athlete learns their routine to overcome a failure. And in a hockey game, your goaltender is going to get scored on, and how quickly they come back with the next big save, you know, that's what really speaks to his confidence in what he's doing. And any time that he's been scored on over his last 4 starts, he's always responded with the next big save. And that to me is, again, the belief in what we're doing here. You've got a goalie out here battling, he's grinding, and he's been very persistent, he's been hungry. You can see that driven game. And what you're getting is a guy that knows that if we stick with it here, we're going to pull through. And why I said during the second intermission the Rangers are going to get into the postseason, it's because this guy's been so consistent when he is called upon to have a big-time performance. And this is, you know, make no mistake, this is pressure that you feel in the postseason for these last few weeks here. It's mounted. It was now or never.
Right.
And that's the way he's playing it.
And he has 4 straight wins, 6-0-1 in his last 7, 10 goals against in the last 7 games for Igor Shesterkin. All right, so the results are in from the night around the NHL. This is how the standings look as we speak. Rangers have nobody now between them and the cut line. They are now 1 point behind the 8th place Columbus Blue Jackets. The Lightning, idle tonight, dropped down to 7 because the Bruins won, so they're now at 54 points. So now the Rangers have vaulted over all of those other 5 teams for the moment that were above them as recently as a couple days ago, now with 52 points in 48 games, and they are now within 1 of the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference. And thanks in no small part to their goaltender, number 31. Igor Shesterkin, 10 saves in the first, 17 in the second, 8 more in the third. Number one star in a 6-1 win for the Rangers over the Flyers.